Hey, what's up? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Cult Juice channel where we talk all things pop culture. And in today's video, we're going to be revisiting WAP. As you all know, it's 4 years since WAP came out. WAP came and gone. And I want to kind of get back and talk about it and just do an overall analyzation of the song and of the moment in pop culture because it was pretty interesting to see. I mean, some people feel like this song is just like an embarrassment to society for women. Some people feel like this song was just so amazing and interesting. And I just want to talk about the impact of WAP on the rap industry, specifically the female rap industry, because I feel like that song is probably one of the most biggest moments to happen in female rap culture in a while. Now, just because it was a major impact doesn't mean the impact was also good. Now, I'm going to be getting into it, so go ahead and stick around. Now, let's rewind the time back to a time where we were in quarantine, we were locked in the house, and, we hear the word that this song called WAP is coming out, W-A-P. Now, everybody is confused as to what does this song mean? We then realized once the song came out that it means wet ass pussy, okay? All right, that's interesting. Song comes out, it goes viral. Okay, it goes number one. And people are just having so much to say about it. Politicians are discussing it. We're having people like parents coming out and talking about how this song is just crazy and insane. Like, it was a big deal. Okay, I know when I heard the song when it first came out, I didn't like it. I just felt like it was just too much. Like, what was the point? What was the purpose? I mean, like, what were you trying to go for? What was the goal here? I was just kind of confused on that. Now let's get into the song. Now, was this song inappropriate and just bad for kids? Because people were saying that this song was just bad for the youth. It was a terrible impact on kids, and people who allowed their kids to hear this song should be ashamed. Okay, now I don't think that this song was like a terrible impact on kids, because me personally, I feel like celebrities and entertainers, they're doing their job. Like, you need to be a parent to your child and stop trying to, push these different responsibilities on, these celebrities. And that's just simply how I feel personally. Like, I just kind of always have thought that, why are we putting the artists to be, parents of these kids? Go do your job and go be a parent and stop getting online trying to write think pieces, okay? And that goes for everybody, not just this situation. It goes for everybody in the industry, okay? Now, moving on, this song, the conversation about this song in terms of its inappropriateness and its degrading factors towards women. Basically, these women were dressed up as animals in a music video, as zebras and lions and all these different things, and degrading themselves to a sexual act with animal clothes on. It just really did not look good at all. Okay, and Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion were allegedly trying to use this whole we're trying to empower women by comparing them to animals and being sexual, overtly thing. That wasn't personally, I feel like the damage that did for that type of thing was awful. That was disgusting to me when I saw that. All the licking and crawling on the floor and hello? Are we really going to act like this was a positive influence on rap culture? And I know people are going to say, oh, well, it's just for fun. It's just for fun. No, not when you're dressed up as an animal, okay? You are basically just saying to society, girls, we are animals, and we like to just have our cats being rammed in, and we have WAPs. Wow, that's just so empowering. That is just so revolutionary and life-changing. And who saw this music video as a woman and felt empowered? I know I wouldn't have. Who really watched that music video and said, you know what, I can do anything I want to because I have a wet ass pussy? Really? Is that where we're going with here? Is that really I just didn't quite understand the purpose of the song. You having what was the point? You know what I'm saying? I feel like the song was just meant to, just have a shock factor. It was just meant to get you upset. It was a rage bait type of video where we're going to bait you into, being upset and being mad. But under all of that lies nothing but just empty, disgusting lyrics that did not stand the test of time at all. And some of you all may say, well, I don't think the lyrics are that bad. And I agree with you. To some people, freaky lyrics are really, based on your opinion. Somebody might think this is not that bad. And some people may feel like this is the worst thing to ever, really explicit, But me personally, regardless of what you think, the song it's silly. It was a silly song that was put out just to cause controversy and just to, have your name being the talk of the town. For what? A number one on Billboard? For what? The highest selling song of 2020? For what? I mean, you sacrificed your womanhood for number one on Billboard Hot 100. You sacrificed your sexuality as a woman. And as a woman, that is your body is one of the most sacred things that you have. You can create children. I don't think people understand that. And for you to get on your musical platform and degrade yourself, that was disgusting. I'm just revisiting this because it took me some time to really process wow, that was an interesting time in music. That was just insane. Now moving on to 2024. Okay, we're now here and the song has came out and did its rounds. I don't think it was worth it for them. I don't think it was worth it at all. I feel like after WAP, both of their careers never really, could really revive from that moment. I know it sounds crazy, but the WAP song was a curse. That was the most biggest song that both artists had since then. Since then, as of now, WAP was the biggest song Cardi B has had and Megan Thee Stallion has had since it came out. Which means that, unfortunately, all right, WAP did some damage to their careers in a way that we wouldn't really directly expect it to. For example, after WAP came out, people just started to look at those Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion as artists who are gimmicky. You're a gimmicky artist. You're relying on, controversy to sell music. You're not really relying on, for example, if an artist relies on shock factor to sell a song, we don't take you seriously anymore. For example, 6ix9ine, he relies on shock factor and controversy and being messy to sell a song. A lot of artists do this to, get their records out. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. But don't expect to have your music and your art being taken seriously after the fact. All right? After the fact of you dropping something like that, do not expect people to look at you as an artist with oh yeah, they really got something to say. Because you don't. Wet ass pussy, are you for real? And moving on to now, I feel like it is also lowered the standard for what female rappers should be rapping about even more. I mean, we have always had the freaky female rap lyrics. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like Trina, Nicki, Lil' Kim. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like, we never heard the freaky lyrics before, because we have. But when it's done in a nasty, distasteful way where it's there's no talent under your freaky words and lyrics, and there's no rhyming, there's no punchline, there's nothing significant about this song, but you just talk about a wet ass pussy, it just come across as gimmicky. And you have the right to say what you want in your song. I'm not saying that they couldn't have made that song, but I'm going to also point out the backlash and consequences that you're going to get by making a song like that. Period. I'm going to talk about the negative effects. I'm going to talk about the negative feedback that the public's had on it. And you cannot make a song like that and think that everybody's just going to act like you just put out a gospel song. That's silly. That's silly. And I don't think, like I said, this song has not done anything for these girls' careers 4 years later. Because look at them. Look at them now. They're still trying to maintain their careers. Ever since that WAP moment, I don't know what that, it did something. It switched something in the air for their careers. But, they started declining ever since that moment. I promise you, every song and single release after that has not topped that song in its performance, for the simple fact, all right, that hey, when you don't have talent, you have to rely on shock factor, shock value. You have to get Kylie Jenner in your music video to, make your song, become popular. You have to get all these people, to cameo in your film just to make your song go somewhere. Okay. And I'm not saying that people haven't cameo before. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, when the sound, the song and the quality of something is so bad, you got to have $100 million budget for your music video. I mean, the budget for the music video was insane. It was high. It was expensive. You can tell. You got to have CGI. You got to have Kylie Jenner walking up and down the aisles, and you got to have all of this, okay, to maintain a shitty record like that called WAP. And WAP definitely set back female rap about 100 to 150 years. Obviously, it's an exaggeration, but I'm just being honest with you. WAP did not have any positive effects on their careers or even the rap game. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you would think that a song that big at that moment, so controversial, so loud, so politically, discussed, you would think that song would have some impact on their careers and have some impact in terms of the, cultural relevance of female rap today. You would think so, but it didn't. It didn't translate to anything at all. But I don't know. Do you all feel like if WAP was never released, do you all feel like Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B's careers would not really be where it is today? And I know some of you all are saying, oh, well, Megan Thee Stallion just got #1 on Billboard. Yeah, but that was after a rap beef. It was not due to a genuine rollout of her song. It was not due to a genuine, just simple promotion of her song. No, it was about a rap beef from another big artist. So we can't even count that as like, oh, a big song that she had recently. That doesn't count. But I don't know. Maybe I'm being dramatic. Maybe I'm being extra. Maybe WAP did have, a great effect on female rap culture. Maybe you disagree with me. Maybe you feel like WAP was the best thing to ever happen to the music industry. Okay, maybe you feel like WAP, forced us to have conversations that we wouldn't have if the song did not come out. Maybe that's how you feel. But, me personally, I feel how I feel, and I said what I said. And this is not to like downgrade anybody or make anybody feel like trash. I'm just simply having a discussion on like the overall atmosphere of WAP like years down the line, and how like the song itself didn't really serve a bigger purpose, for it to be as big as it was. You see what I'm saying here? I'm not saying every song that any artist needs to put out needs to be this massive, important thing. But, typically if your song is going to be that big and have this much conversation and controversy, it should have some weight behind that. But yes, all I have for you in this video, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe, because you don't want to miss my next video I have coming out. I have a lot of them coming out, so go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I appreciate you so much. All right, y'all. Bye.